Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Zombies Ate My Neighbor's Ultimate Hack. Remove unwanted house guests in. Level 29, do I really have to save them? And this is Sky Hurricane and
this is Axe.
And this is kind of like Zombie House Party, the original level 29, but it is extremely maze-like, and you see it's getting darker and you have tourists. And if you don't take this path that I'm taking, you won't rescue the tourist in time. And I mean, I guess if you use the speed shoes, you might have a little more leadway, but you can rescue them easily without speed shoes if you just take that path. But this level is filled with all kinds of stuff, as you say, you know, chainsaw maniacs and all that good stuff, and it's very maze-like. But I must say, I really like this level.
Yeah, man, I've had a few house parties that you know, that were kind of like this. They're not really that fun.
They were a little bit crazy, eh?
Yeah, a little bit wild, you know. I mean, you see your old teacher there, you know, a dude with a chainsaw shows up. It's just, you know, it's not fun times. I would have called the cops, but, you know.
Those crazy dudes with chainsaws and little midgets with axes. And
yeah, with axes and all, you know, tourists who will turn into, you know, monsters and bite you and, you know, kind of crazy stuff, man. I'll never have another party like that again. Let's just put it that way.
I'm telling you. Oh, God. I think that chainsaw maniac was right behind her.
Yeah, we know what he's up to.
Yeah, ooh, whoop, ooh, ooh. And poor cheerleader. I don't know, she might like it.
Maybe.
I tell you,
Maybe.
Girls these days.
It's the truth, man.
Even tentacles are in this level. That's one thing I like about this hack also, is they put tentacles in a lot more of the levels. It really sucks in the original that the tentacles are only in that one bonus level.
Yeah, and it was just to pay homage to, you know, the whole Day of the Tentacle game thing.
Yep. So I wonder if that chainsaw maniac's moved away from her now. I think I may go there later.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, better to take your time with it.
Because they might be doing something I don't want to see.
Yeah, it could be very X-rated, you know.
And this is supposed to be for children, so
yeah, it is.
So we don't want to.
I'd love to see a child beat this game, though. I would love to. Come on.
I tell you what, I played this game whenever I was probably, I think 6 or 7 was when I first played this game. And I remember dying on level 1. I was like, I don't know how to play this game.
Yeah, it's hard at first, but man, it's so addictive.
I tell you, it was, and you know, that's one thing about me, is I'm really resilient, and so I don't just give up on things easily. Oh gosh, that poor barbecue guy about got barbecued himself, didn't he?
Dude, he was almost lunch. He was making lunch. He almost turned out to be lunch.
Yeah. But I am really resilient, and I don't give up on things easily. So even as a kid, I just kept trying and kept trying and kept trying. And I think I actually beat this game by myself when I was 8 years old.
Awesome. I was going to say, you got to be resilient to play this hack, man, because this is just like... I mean, it started out a little bit slower, but now you start to see they just like jam-pack monsters everywhere, like, and especially with the spiders and whatnot.
Yeah, it didn't start out too hard. I think the first actual hard level was probably level 14, and it was absolutely ridiculous. And then ever since then, we've had a lot of rough levels. Like level 26 had 3 vampires. Oh, there he is. I know you was there somewhere. And yeah, level 26 had 3 vampires, 2 Frankensteins, and like 3 chainsaw maniacs. So.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, I had a little bit of everything. The 12 freaky monsters.
Dr. Tongue's 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, that's his idea of a Christmas party. In his castle. Oh man, level 30. And this is what I was warning at earlier, y'all. I'm an addict.
Addict. Oh boy.
Oh boy, and oh man, y'all. Right off the start, you want to go down here and get these tourists. So at least that's one that will not die. And I'm going to tell y'all up front, I don't like these attic levels. They really overdo the spiders. so I can't go that way because the chimney's in the way. Now, I'm actually going to gather evil dolls here because you saw that baby when I rescued the tourist.
Yep.
Evil dolls will jump right out and get him within just a couple seconds. So he's at really a high risk, and so I'm going to gather my evil dolls here, and now I can't rescue him yet, but at least I can go by him without him getting killed.
Yeah.
And so let's see. This level's also really maze-like, and I might get lost a little bit. The first time I played this hack, man, I just kept getting lost and lost, but I know my way around a little bit now. And I was talking about like
get turned around.
Kids playing. Oh, what the heck?
Oh.
Say what I mean about the spiders. Oh, and now werewolf too. Goody, goody. Yeah, these spiders are horrible in this game.
Oh wow.
And there's a lot to talk about during this level. Oh gosh.
Oh no.
But the first time I ever played this game, my first playthrough, I was alluding to it before in an earlier video, but I actually failed because I didn't die on this level, but I had one victim, and that one victim was killed by a spider. So, and I'll show you which victim that is. We hadn't got to him yet, and as you saw, that baby, those evil dolls were about to chop him up, but.
Yeah, he's in big danger. 2 spawn points for evil dolls, like right on either side of him.
Yep. So if you do get one evil doll, the other one could easily get him if you're not careful.
That's like a huge danger zone right there.
Yep, severe. So you want to rush for him really fast, and werewolves are spawning like crazy.
Oh, werewolves trying to grab that squirt gun. Uh-oh.
What are y'all going to do with that squirt gun, werewolves?
They're learning, man. They're learning.
Yep, I don't like that. Oh, mummies. The mummies are the least of our worries in this level, believe it or not.
Yeah, so is the boogeyman, but he's still freaking annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
When he pops out of that chest like that.
Alright, here's the cheerleader. She's not the one I'm thinking of. Okay, you see that dot below?
Yep.
This cheerleader almost always dies unless you gather at monsters, but I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to try to bust my way through, make a path.
Boy, here we go.
So I can go straight for them.
Here we go.
And, yeah, here we go, y'all.
Drum roll.
Oh, you saw a spider was already out. Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, so I got to run. Maybe if I'm running fast.
Oh,
say immediately. I mean, you immediately killed
Yeah, there's no way.
I didn't even have a second.
Is that the only entrance to that room?
Huh?
Is that the only entrance to that room?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Let's see, could you have came up from the bottom or anything? No, it's, well...
yeah, you could come from the bottom. That might have been a little more successful. I didn't think of that, but the spider
That's the only thing I can think of, but
the spider would still spawn. The only the only way to get her, mummy even spawned out of there. So I guess that cheerleader could have been killed too. But I guess the only thing really you could have done was gathered up monsters, or maybe the speed shoes might have worked. But so dang, we only got 7 in that level, but we're back up to 8 at least. So we're getting down now, y'all. That's the lowest we've had this whole. I came, chainsaw, I conquered. What?
Veiny Gucci or something like that.
And immediately he cranks it up. Oh, and I say squid men down in that little puddle below, and a victim down there. So.
Oh, good.
Goody. Oh, and ants too. Good juicy purple ants.
You know it's bad when like you get in the level and like 5 seconds into the level you already see like a bunch of stuff that just makes you go, oh crap, what am I doing now?
Yo, let's see. Chainsaw maniac, check. Squidman, check. Ants, check. 3 big checks.
Oh man.
I'm actually thinking about doing this game 2-player, believe it or not. And you know how hard the original is 2-player.
Oh yeah, dude.
And this one I've actually never beat 2-player, so that would be interesting to see. But my little brother, he's only 9, but I was thinking about having him train him to do it with me, maybe. So that'll be interesting if we ever do that.
Yeah, it'd be a whole different experience, really, an entirely different project.
Yeah, and nobody's ever done this game 2-player. There is no 2-player YouTube video on the Ultimate Hack that I've seen.
That would be awesome.
So it would be hard, but what were you doing in there, Explorer? hiding in that little hedge. Much needed aid kit. Really, we don't need it. We actually are up to 26, but
Yeah, of course you need it.
I still hadn't reached 30 yet.
Oh, you will. It won't take too much longer.
Hopefully I'll reach it. That was my goal. The one goal I had in this playthrough. Oh, Chainsaw Maniac, you don't want any of this.
I was gonna say, why'd that hedge just randomly explode, but now I know.
You don't want any of this. Take some Holy Cross. But this level, honestly, really there aren't any, except for probably that guy at the beginning that was in the water. He's probably the worst one, but overall, I don't think there are any that are in severe danger. Nothing like level 30. I guess they thought they tortured you enough on level 30, so they'd be a little easier on level 31.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it was.
Because, I mean, dude, that was just, like, just crazy.
But we had to go all the way to the left of the level before we could get the school key to go through here, so that's why I took that path I did. That's one thing about these later levels in this game, is almost all of them require a school key. Oh man, that Chainsaw Maniac tried by a victim. And so I guess that one could be hard. But let's get rid of you. I have so much cross, I could use the cross the whole rest of the game and not being any hurt.
That's good, though.
But let's make this interesting. Like for vampires, I like to use the weed whacker just for a heck of it sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright, so is this one? No, I think this one's that trampoline girl, I think. And we know she can't be killed. Come here, Aunt.
Maybe it's Aunt Bill again.
Yeah, Aunt Bill. Aunt Billie Jean. Aunt Bill. Yeah, that's what's scary is when you have an aunt named Bill.
Oh, dude. Especially when, like, he used to be your aunt, but then, you know, things changed.
Oh, God.
That's scarier than any monster they could put in this game.
Yeah, that would be. That would be very scary. Alright. This level's not really the best to farm on, so I'm out of there. So that level wasn't too bad, like I said. Kind of a sigh of relief in comparison to level 30. Oh, I hate those spiders. Oh, they're ridiculous. But level 32. Ants in the outfield.
Ants in the outfield.
That sounds cool. They're really using these ants a lot, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, they didn't use the ants much in the original. There was only probably 4 or 5 levels in the whole game that had ants, but
yep.
Like almost every level in this game has them.
Especially the red ants, man. Those are the worst.
Yeah, they're actually the same speed as you, so you can't really get away from them. You can actually a little bit if you move diagonally, but otherwise, they're very, very fast. Oh, 28 aid kits.
Yep, you're getting there.
Getting there indeed.
This would be a good level to farm on.
Yeah, this is a great level to farm on, and I probably will do that towards the end after I get most of my victims, because this is a great level. And they also give you a lot of the Martian bubble gun, so you wouldn't even have to use a monster potion or anything. I mean, you could just bubble gun them to death.
Just out of curiosity, what would happen, like, say you had 8 victims, and you got 80,000 points in a level? Would you get, like, 2 victims back, or how would that work?
That's a really good question, and I have never addressed that actually. What I have done that before. I've actually gotten over 80,000 before, sometimes 120,000, like depending on how many monster potions I use. But what happens is you'll only get 1 on that level. You'll only get 1 victim back. But on the next level, you'll get another victim back. So no matter, like, even if you only get like 10,000 points in the next level, you'll still, for the 40,000 you got in the previous level, you'll still get that next victim back.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's really cool how that works. So, and sometimes, like, for example, if I do this hack 2-player, I probably will do that to keep my victim numbers as high as possible, because also you get extra lives if you have all your victims. But I probably will do that, and you'll see that if you lose 3, like on level 30, if I get down to 7, You know, on level 32, I might farm and get me 120,000 points and then get them all back. You know, the next 3 levels.
Yeah, good call, man. Good call.
You won't get them all back immediately, but you'll get them back each level that goes on, so that's really good. And this level's really not too bad. None of the victims are really bad places. The only bad thing is the football players can push you into the ants, and also they can push you away from a victim that you're trying to rescue.
Yep.
But it's really not too bad. Plus, there's that random chainsaw maniac in the middle of the field that you want to take care of.
What's he doing there?
Yeah, I don't know who invited him, but it's time to farm.
Maybe his team was losing and he freaked out.
Oh, this purple ant's behind. So as you see, I got quite a few points there. I went from like 640,000 to 681,000. Okay, it finally wore off. And that was just one monster potion. So, you know, technically I could use probably, you know, I have 9 monster potions, so I could have just kept on farming, you know, and I mean, I could keep getting a victim. I could get a bonus for every level for the rest of the game if I wanted to. But,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? Like every level I'd be getting a bonus, you know, whether it be a victim back or a life or a perfect player bonus. Yeah, this is an awesome level to farm on. But now it's time for some football.
Here we go.
Because we hadn't done that yet. So I know I've had 1. It's 2. The only bad thing is while you're trying to play football, ants will... You constantly have to switch your weapons because obviously football won't really kill an ant. I mean, although in real life it would. But not these ants.
No, not those ants. Those ants are... If I saw one of those things coming at me in real life, man, I'd be gone. I'd be jumping in like Aunt Bill's car, being like, hit the gas. We'll sort it out.
Yeah,
later.
Aunt Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, you don't want to throw a football at these ants. Ooh.
Oh no, they'll probably catch it and throw it right back at you, or run a touchdown or something.
I'm telling you.
I'd be calling pass interference all day on those ants.
They're scarier than Uncle Bill.
Aunt Bill, anybody.
And you do have the random skeleton keys you have to hunt up, but I think there are a couple in the middle of the field, and then there are a few in the corner. So just, you know, just explore this level. This should be a pretty stress-free level for the most part. You know, unless you started on level 29, and then you wouldn't have as much ammunition. And say, I got another Martian bubble gun there.
Not good.
So they do provide you with plenty of ammo. And I think one Martian bubble gun should be sufficient, but... Alright, let's get out of here. I played enough. I just love playing with those ants, though. It's fun. You know, I farmed ants more than anything in this game.
Oh, yeah, they're...
I farmed them on level 16, and I farmed them on this level.
Yeah, because they spawn so much in this level, too.
Yeah, they do. As you say, when I went into the door, I already had 4 out.
Yep.
I mean, that quick. So we should get a victim back here, and then... we should... Well, we have to reach 720,000, I think, to get the next one, but... Anyway, everybody, that's a good stopping point. I hope you enjoyed this part. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you very much for watching. This is Sky Hurricane Ann.
And this is Axe.
Signing out, and we'll see you hopefully for the next part where we continue this crazy quest and it gets even more difficult. So, have an awesome day, y'all.
See you later, guys.